Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Greg Young, and I'm coming to you live one more time from Davenport, Florida, to introduce this awesome concept to you one more time because I believe that there are some people out there that is ready to find a way to make money while they sleep. They just don't know what routes to take. So that's why I'm here to introduce this awesome concept to you one more time. But basically, let me tell you a little bit about my story before I get into introducing this awesome concept. But I was at the point in my life to where, I was working a 9 to 5, and the 9 to 5 just pretty much wasn't giving me what I wanted out of life, because basically I had a 9 to 5, but I was time broke because I spent more time on the job than I did, spending time with my family or doing the things that I love to do. And then number two, I was living from paycheck to paycheck because I was so broke and so far behind on my bills and stuff like that, as to where when I got my check, my direct deposit was already gone. I was so broke, I was living off my overdraft fee from my bank to pay my bills. That's just how far that I was in the negative, in debt, and things that was going on in my life. And I knew at that point in time that, what I was doing at that point in time was not going to get me out of debt, was not going to get me to the lifestyle that I wanted to live and that I knew that I deserved to live. So at that point in time, I was praying to God and I was asking God to send me something to where, I could get out of this financial bind that I was in. And he sent me a concept of investing. And once I looked at the concept of the investment, I automatically joined because I knew that this was what God had sent to me to invest in to improve my finances within the financial situation that I was in, because I was on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm not going to even tell no lie. That's just how bad it was. I owed so many people and couldn't pay them, and had so much debt and couldn't pay it. And I just was on the verge of getting ready to file bankruptcy. But I got introduced to this concept of investing, and once I took a look at this concept of the investment model that it was, then I automatically knew that if I was coachable, teachable, and trainable, because that's what the person told me that had introduced the idea to me. He said, if you're coachable, teachable, and trainable, you will win at a high level, in this business, this marketing business of investment. So I automatically joined, and I started out part time, just to create a second strand of income. But then as I had more consistency about it and had more of the hunger for the lifestyle of fun, freedom, and fulfillment and getting out of debt, I started to work harder. And the harder I worked, the better the results came and the bigger the paycheck came. But I'm not saying that to be bragging. I'm saying that to you. If you are one of those people right now that is in this situation that I was before I got introduced to an investment platform that could improve my lifestyle, then this is all I want you to do. I just want you to take a look at this concept with an open mindset, and then, just make a decision. If it's a good fit for you, make a decision to jump on board. If it's not a good fit for you, make a decision to not jump on board. But I just want you to look at it with an open mindset, because when you look at things with an open mindset, you start to understand, what you're looking at, and now you can create the income that you want based upon what you're looking at, and what you're in particular setting out to achieve. So basically, that's all I ask you to do with this concept. Just take a look at this awesome concept with an open mindset and just make a decision. But I'm not going to go on and on about the spill of my life. I'm just going to get into introducing this awesome concept to you, because I feel like this could be a game changer in your life if you look at it with an open mindset and you see what I see within the concept. All right. That takes care of that. Okay. The name of this awesome concept I'm about to bring to you is called a boomerang. Now, I know a lot of people say, what is a boomerang? But a boomerang is goodwill, and I'll just give you that brief synopsis right now. But let me tell you a little bit about this concept. This concept uses artificial intelligence system just like Facebook did. You know, Mark Zimmerman, he used an artificial intelligence system, and he basically became a billionaire because we got distracted by wanting to reach back out to our lost loved ones that we moved away from and we didn't stay next door to where we could go over and eat dinner with every day and and things like that. And we also got distracted by being able to reach back out with our long lost friends, like our classmates or friends that we lost connections with for so many years. And he knew that by him creating a platform like this, that he would make millions of dollars because he knew that people wanted to communicate on a level with people to where it was like they was actually there talking to people. So with his, Facebook Live, he created a platform to where we could talk on video as if we was just right next to people and get that connection back. And he knew that he was going to make millions, but he used an artificial intelligence system as well. And he made him a billionaire, but he didn't give us a dime. But our artificial intelligence system that we use called the Prib, if you're that action taker and that decision maker, and you're willing to do what it takes to create a second strand of income on top of what you're doing, then you will get paid from using our artificial intelligence system called the Prib. And I'll explain more about how that works as we go further in detail into this presentation. Now, as we all know, the world is changing. I mean, because the biggest shock of the world was when the new decade came in 2020, and we just knew, we was like, oh man, this is a new decade. Everything is going to be good. Everything is going to go great. And then all of a sudden, economic crisis hit. And it shook the world because it was something that the world was not ready for, that change. They was not ready to be in a position to where just out of the blue, an economic crisis hits that sweeps the whole nation of the world, and it shuts down so many people's employment to where they lose their jobs and now they don't have money to pay their bills, so they can live. And now a lot of those people ended up going homeless, and a lot of them ended up moving back in with their parents, and a lot of people ended up losing a lot of stuff. They ended up losing their house because it got foreclosure on. They ended up getting their cars repossessed, but that was all because they was not prepared for the world change. They was thinking that, hey, you know what, I got one source of income, everything's peachy keen, nothing's going to stop me from making this $100,000 a year. And then boom, you went from 100,000 to $0 in less than a year. And now you had to wait in the unemployment line for half of your pay or 3% of your pay. You probably might as well say, because unemployment don't give you nothing. But anyway, you had to wait in the unemployment line for a check for months, and your bills kept piling up. But what could you do? Nothing. You know why? Because you were not prepared. You did not create a second strand of income on top of what you was previously doing, because you put all your eggs in one basket and you believed that that one source of income was going to carry you on until the economic crisis happened. But when the economic crisis happened, more and more people started to realize, hey, the world is really changing. So now we need to start becoming those action takers and those decision makers and investing in ourselves. And now you went from 5% in people investing in themselves to like 85% of people now are more open to listen and invest in themselves in certain things that can create a second strand of income, because they realize that the world is changing. And statistics say by 2027, 86.5 million people will work whenever and wherever they want, a shift from traditional jobs to independent work. That is happening now, and it's going to continue to happen. So all I can tell you is prepare yourself for the world's change, because the world is changing more and more daily. Okay. This wasn't what I wanted to do. But anyway, like I said, the world is changing more and more daily, and we just have to prepare ourselves for those changes that are going on in the world right now that we're not prepared for. And it says that that's a fact, that the world is going to change like that. And you have to be able to adapt to it. Moving forward, this is our disclaimer, and it says our boomerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earning any money with our program information, tools, and strategies. So basically what our boomerang is saying, that you get what you put into it. If you have consistency within what you're doing, and you do this within a consistency basis, then you will get consistent results. So it's based upon your effort and how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to succeed in what you're setting out to do? And you have to ask yourself, are you accustomed to wanting to stay where you are right now? Or are you accustomed to change and want to move on and create a better lifestyle than what you're living right now? And that will determine the consistency that you have within building this business. But like I tell my team all the time, it basically boils down to the fact of the more you show, the more you grow. If you want to grow a large team, then show a lot. If you want to grow a small team, then show a little. If you don't want to grow no team at all, then don't show at all. But that's just basically how it goes within this concept that determines your success or failure rate. But it's all based upon your hunger to have the willpower and the courage to do this one thing and remember this one thing. The more you show, the more you grow. And if you can remember that, the more you show, the more you grow, then you are in a better position to setting yourself up for success rather than not being successful. But that's what you have to remember. I tell my team all the time, the more you show, the more you grow. And that's what you have to remember. Your customers' expectations have changed, because now, customers, they used to want, the right now value. You give me this right now, and then I'll figure something out later on. But now customers want more of the ongoing value than just the right now value, because the ongoing value, it creates a sense of them being satisfied. And the ongoing value that we offer is a free travel website membership to where you can save up to 35% on your next travel expenses, which is free for me to give to you, free for you to keep and use forever. See, because the old way was like, you get a membership, you have to pay a membership due, but this right here, you never pay a single membership due, and you can use this as long as you want with no blackout dates. And that's our ongoing value that we offer, is because everything that is within that I Go Travel website membership, to where you can save up to 35% on your next travel expenses, is something that can create an ongoing value for you. And that's what we knew that's what our customers wanted. So that's why we established our I Go Travel website membership. But you remember I told you from the beginning, the boomerang effect comes in when you give out that free travel website membership, a homeless child gets fed. Everything that we do is through the Boom Foundation, and we feed homeless children. And that's why we knew that the customers wanted that ongoing value. So that's why we created something through our I Go Travel website membership, to where it's something that's ongoing with no blackout dates, and you can use it forever as long as you want. But the good thing about it for us as ambassadors, when you use it, we earn 50% of the commissions in cash money. So that's a good thing. That's that boomerang effect. We gave you a free travel website, and in return, your donation fed a homeless child. Now, we also offer unique experiences. Now, our unique experience is a system called the Crib, which has different variables inside of it to where you can get a unique experience through every variable that we have in there. We also offer personalized for me. Say, for instance, you got a special occasion coming up and you want something set up like a resort or something for a special occasion. We personalize that for you to your liking. You put it in how you want it, and our boomerang will take care of it the way you want it. Say, for instance, you want to cook, you want a maid, whatever you want, our boomerang will match and meet and give you the services that you desire that will be personalized for you. Your expectations have changed as well. Now, a lot of people after this 2020 economic crisis, they wanted more time freedom because they seen where, working a 9 to 5 led them to. It didn't give them no time freedom. They spent more time on the job than they did being at home. So now they want that time freedom. So now that's why they're more accessible to investing in things to where they can grow their money and create a thing called residual income by going out and doing something. If it takes you 2 to 5 years or 5 to 10 years or 10 to 20 years, whatever or how long it takes you, you have went out and built a residual income to where you can live an extraordinary lifestyle. And now you have found a way to make money while you sleep. Like Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will be broke until you die. And that's a fact. So now you go out and create this residual income, which is called mailbox money or bank account money, and it pays you well, a residual income weekly, way better than you could get from being retired from any 9 to 5. So just think about it. Is it worth you going out and working hard for a season to live an extraordinary lifestyle for the rest of your life? You will give 40 years to a job and retire with 40% of your pay. Now, why can't you give 2 to 5 years, 10 to 5 years, 10 to 20 years to building your own wealth to where you can live a lifestyle way beyond the means from retiring from any 9 to 5? Can anybody answer that? I don't get it. I'm kind of puzzled. Now, but moving forward, giving back. We give back through our Boom Foundation. Everything we do here inside our boomerang, inside our crib, feeds a homeless child. Through your donations and services, through your donations for our services and products, we feed homeless children. And that's our giving back value. The old world, sell, 12 hours a day, working one industry, one strand of income, owning nothing and retiring with little. We all know that. We've all been there. We've all done that. And we know that as long as you are working for somebody else, you are not going to have a good retirement. We know that because I've seen so many people in my lifetime that have retired, and if they're living, they're not living a good lifestyle. And then if they're not living, then they work themselves to death and they never got a chance to retire. Just like people in my family I've seen happen that on the verge of retiring and die before they retire because they have put in so much work of the 10 to 12 hours working in the old world of sell, 12 hours a day, working in one industry, one stream of income, owning nothing and retiring with little. Now, the new world is success without selling, access to 192 countries, a technology that works for you 24/7. You get paid when your customers save. You earn multiple streams of income in one business. Now, look at the old world. It says one stream of income for working 10 to 12 hours, owning nothing and retiring with little income. But over here it says you get paid when your customers save. Now I'm just saying, which one would you rather do? The old world, stay in the old world and keep trading time for dollars, or get into the new world and start building wealth that you can carry down for generation to generation? I'm just asking. Our boomerang, yesterday, you get paid when you sell based off of sales value. Now today, inside our concept, inside our boomerang, you get paid when they save based off of giving value. So anytime, if I were to call somebody up and tell somebody that I had something that I wanted to give to them for free, what are the chances do you think they would take it? Very high. So that's why we have to realize that giving value outweighs sales value, because nobody likes to be sold. It's just a known fact. Leadership is the X factor. Now, I could talk about a lot of great leaders here inside our boomerang, but I'm just going to talk about one leader in particular, because this leader has been an extraordinary leader, and he has accomplished so much more, so much in life throughout his network marketing career. So let's just talk about Mr. Houghton Buggs, who is the chairman and CEO of our boomerang. In 1990, he made less than $500 a month for 7 years. Then in 1997, he developed a formula and a system to achieve rapid success. Then in 2009, he coached over 50 people to earn over $1 million. He had record-breaking earnings in sales in the last 10 years. Now, if you don't know who Mr. Houghton Buggs is, I suggest you do your research, because this man has accomplished more in the network marketing industry than anyone living or dead. But even after all those great accomplishments, he seen that there was a network that needed to be fixing after he had watched people build large teams, and then they lose their teams because people quit, because they're not successful. And he wanted to change the way the network marketing industry had been being done, because it hadn't been changed in over 50 years. So in March of 2019, he founded our boomerang. And that is when he came up with the concept of success without selling. You know, you make money when you save money. When the customers save money, that's when he based his concept on giving back value, on giving value based off of selling value. And that's how this concept is winning at a high level. The PRIB is our product. It is a perpetual residual income builder. Now, what perpetual means, just means that it's ongoing. Now, what residual means, like I told you before, is something that you go out and you do for a season. If it takes you, 2 to 5 years, 10 to 5, 2 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, 10 to 20 years, of however long that it takes you. But once you have went out and done this through a builder system, you are able to live an extraordinary lifestyle within what you have done and created through the builder system for your residual income. And now you can live an extraordinary lifestyle way beyond the means from retiring from any 9 to 5. The PRIB at work for you. Now, like I said, the PRIB, I Go Travel website, which is free for me to give, free for you to keep and use forever, to where you can save up 35% on your next travel expenses. But once you do that, the boomerang effect starts. A homeless child gets fed through the Boom Foundation. But as well, this is when our PRIB goes to work for our customer. It helps them with the follow-up, the selling, the upselling, the cross-selling. And then it also helps you when you go out and sign up a new team member. It sends out the welcome orientation, shows them how to plug in the training, shows them how to upgrade. And now, I'm just going to tell you, this event, we've got an event coming up. and it is going to be in Houston, Texas. And it is July the 10th through the 11th. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're in the mood for some self-education and you have a business that you would like to get some business advice on or how to take your business to the next level, I invite you to our Go Diamond Connection because it's going to be epic. And the tickets, you missed the early bird special of $149, but now you can purchase a live event ticket for $179. But let me tell you, you better get it fast because I think the last time we checked, we only had 44 live tickets to go. So you don't want to miss this event. But if for some reason you do not be able to get your live ticket and be able to attend in person, you have options. You can get a virtual ticket. The virtual ticket has went up from $50 to $79, but you can live stream everything that's going on at the Go Diamond Connection from your living room for $79. And you're getting the value of information that is worth $20,000 for $79. Now you can't tell me you can't invest $79 in yourself to get information that's valued at $20,000 or more, because some of these speakers that's going to be speaking, they're way beyond six-figure income earners. You know, you have speakers that's going to be speaking that are making millions of dollars in this industry. So $79 for your virtual ticket to self-educate you, to get you some knowledge to go to the next level, I invite you. But the choice is yours to accept the invitation. And if you want to get more educated in the self-knowledge field, this is the event to be at. But it also cuts down on repetition. The power of the prayer. We have our iGo platform, we have our Vibe Rise, we have Build Genius, we have Zents, we have Elevate 8, and much more. I'll let you know what all those variables are as I move further in depth into this presentation. Earn, save, live. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. Before I got into investing in myself and finding a way to create a second stream of income on top of what I was doing, I was broke. And I'm going to tell you how broke I was. Every time I went to the grocery store, I got embarrassed because I was that guy that was putting items in the cart. And as soon as I put an item in the cart, I would pull out my calculator so I could calculate how much money I had in my bank account to make sure that I was not putting over the amount of money that I had in my bank account in the shopping cart. So when I got to the checkout counter, I knew that I had the exact right of money to pay for what I wanted. And now I didn't get embarrassed at the register because I was tired of being embarrassed at the register because I had been embarrassed so many times by going over and not having enough money and having to put stuff back. So that's why I started using my calculator. But it was an embarrassment to me for me to be that broke and to have to pinch pennies everywhere I went. And so, you know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I decided to become that action taker and that decision maker and create a second strand of income, you know, so I could have more family time, so I could have flexible living, so I could have financial freedom, so I could design my own lifestyle. And now I can go shopping and go shopping blindfolded and fill up 3 shopping carts and still have way more than enough money in my bank account to pay for it. Now, I'm not saying that to be bragging. I'm just saying that to let you know how my mindset changed from not being able to have what I want to being able to have what I want just by becoming an action taker and a decision maker. And you can do the same. All you got to do is become an action taker and a decision maker and have consistency in what you're doing, and you can design your own lifestyle as well. Elevate 8. Build your legacy and design your financial future for generations. Elevate 8 is a legacy management platform, teaches you financial literacy, educates you on the Forex trading market, empowers you to design your own lifestyle. Elevate 8 Legacy Builder. It is a legacy education platform. Gain exclusive access to over 50 hours of live and recorded sessions each week from elite educators. Legacy technology, experience the power of artificial intelligence, gamification, and trading and growth tools. Legacy Trading Community. Join a members only community for education, awards, and recognition, all in multiple languages. Now, my friend, I'm just going to be honest with you about Elevate 8. And this is just my opinion, but you can do what you want. But I feel like everybody should be educated or be ready to learn how they can be educated on growing their own money, unlike the banks growing your money and charging you double the interest on your own money when you can invest your own money, trade your own money, and grow your own money, and stop letting the banks grow your money and charge you interest and gain a profit at the same time. That's just my opinion. I feel like you should be willing and ready to do that. And if you are that person, then get back with the person that invited you onto this presentation, and they have a beautiful Elevate 8 out of side that they would like to send to you so you can learn and be taught how to grow your own money so you can gain profits off your own money and the banks can stop charging you interest on your own money. Just makes sense to me. And if no one invited you to this presentation and you're interested in the Elevate 8, learning how to grow your own money, get with me on one of my platforms that I'm on, or click the link below at thismakesense.com, and we can sit down and discuss it and see if it's a good fit for you. This is another variable inside of our crib. That was one of the variables. This is another one. It is our Zense line of products, are a revolutionary in wearable technology. Now we have our Zense Moods, which looks like this device right here. And you pop it in your nose, and it gives out essential oils, all vegan, 100% BPA friendly, and no allergic reactions because it's all vegan, 100%. But I have another new product, which is called Skin Tech. And I just want to show you a short video of how this product works. Okay. Went too far. Hold on. All right. There we go. Technical difficulties, but we get through it.